Good morning. It's the end of March. The clocks go forward tonight. So Agatha is going to be awoken from her slumber, come out of the garage for the summer, spring summer, and yeah, we're going to go a drive today. Got to get some miles on it in the next month. There's an Allegro show in Enfield, which is a fair jaunt for me, in May, and I'm hoping to go to it. So I really need to get the car you know, shaken down, if you like, test it from all the work me and Lee have done on it. So yeah, now I've got to play car Jenga, move the car, move the van, move the Allegro, put them all back, and then we'll assess what happens in a bit. There we go. First time she's been out in the daylight since, I want to say October last year. I can't remember the date. I'll have to check the video when I actually put her away, but yeah. Let's get her up the top, put the van back, and well, we'll see if she starts first, eh? We've got 12 volts, starter must be sticking. Starter motor's sticking, as you could probably tell, and the fuel gauge seems to have stopped working while it's been parked up. I know there was at least a quarter of a tank of fuel in it, and now it's showing nothing. It had a new sender on it, so I'm a bit baffled on that, but yeah, it's been, like I say, it's probably been sat for about 5 months. Mileage for my records, 34,310 and 4/10. The fuel gauge has now started working. I did quickly crawl under the car and pull the connection on and off and just bang the tank a little. I think the float arm might have stuck. So as I thought, I've got just under half a tank. This is still last year's petrol, I never drained it out. So I'm going to use this up before I put fresh in, I think. So yeah, we're going for a drive. Start motor is sticking. I left it on the drive pointing downhill, and I've just had to roll it down to sort of unstick the starter. So it was a thing in the 70s and 80s. You just get used to doing it again. I will have to take the starter off and clean it all up if it doesn't free itself off. So we'll see how it goes. I've missed driving this. Happy days, happy days. Nice weather as well, does help. Seems to be running okay, considering the petrol must be at least 6 months old, but it is super unleaded, so it does help. Didn't see many different knocks and bangs to the last time I drove it. The brakes are still working after Lee did them, although you kind of get used to having more modern brakes and forget how bad they are, I suppose. But anyway, nice to be back out in the old girl. Have a look at the scenery. Bikes everywhere. It's like we're on a ship. Floor it. We'll get there in the end. We'll get there in the end. I was
going to say, you've got to start braking now. Overtook me and he's got a dog in a bag on the back. We'll see if we can get the other camera filming it. On the right hand side of the guy. Can you see him? That is crazy. We are, I don't know how many miles in, I shall put a graphic under, but we're on 34,326.7. Here comes the kiss of death. Running well. Temperatures are all good, fuel gauge is still working, must have been a glitch. And yeah. We need to turn left shortly.
We're doing a fair few miles, but we're staying sort of within a 20-mile radius of home, just in case I have to call the AA, and by the AA I obviously mean the Uston Ambassador for recovery. Speed humps everywhere, and obviously the Allegro doesn't really worry with speed humps. Hope everybody's enjoying the A-series wine. And the dog panting.
So that's not me.
No, we've got Heather and Poppy in the car, obviously. And yeah, Poppy's like, what's going on?
I don't think she
doesn't bother in the foot. Well, in other cars, I just wonder whether it's too noisy.
I think it's the transmission going woo 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 woo.
Shush. Stop being silly.
Just coming past now Statfold, where we do come to a fair few car shows here. If you look at the old videos, we're not going this year. Unfortunately, we're double booked. This weather though is absolutely awesome. Lovely blue skies. Agatha is actually very, very dusty. I've come out without washing her. I think the weather's going to change tomorrow. Oh, I went for 5th then. Oh dear. Such a long stroke on these A series. Gonna go on, it's not the M42 here, it's the A42. That's crazy, isn't it? So just to get a bit of a run at full throttle.
You've already done that.
Yeah, but not constantly.
Sounding constantly to me.
Yeah. We'll see what we go like. Because obviously when we go to Enfield, we're going to do a fair bit of the run on major roads, aren't we?
Yeah.
So I just wanted to run it at 60 for a while. My speedo has always been a bit jumpy. It's currently jumping from 55 to 65, which is about as fast as I really like to go.
My ears can
Yeah, there's a certain resonance that annoying. You can go through this, it will. I mean, I'm only on half throttle.
No, that's even worse.
And we're now indicated 70 mile an hour now.
No, slow down.
Yeah. Just wanted to prove to the BMW that was overtaking me that they don't all drive slow. You know, I've no idea. I think I've said this years ago. I've no idea how families used to get four people and all their suitcases in one of these and go miles and miles to Cornwall or something. It must have deafened you. I suppose that's why there were so many truck stops and stuff on the way. You just had to have a break, didn't you? Yeah, I think so. What's your sat-nav speed say we're doing, just out of interest? 66 miles an hour, and my speedo jumps from 60 to 70 for that.
It's not about 88 miles an hour.
88 miles an hour? We couldn't do 88, I don't think it'd do
1.21 gigawatts!
What the hell's a gigawatt? Is it this one?
Well, if you want to get off at this one,
Yeah. I just wanted to do one junction at 60 odd mile an hour, really. We're going to go back a junction on the other side of the A42. Just because I think it's good to get a blowout of the engine after it's been sat for a while at a bit of full throttle.
he desperately wanted to get out
Oh,
before
no, he did, didn't he?
he coming this way.
No.
What was his big deal?
try and burn off all the old fuel. What I'm going to do is I've got to get some fuel in the Seat, so I'll take a can with me because I do want to run this down to the bottom of the red. So I'll just carry a can in the back of this. There we go then. So 34, 348 and 6/10, and the fuel gauge is just at the top of the red. So after the run, I just want to double check we've got no leaks anywhere. Engine looks dry. Water looks dry. Fuel lines look okay. Yeah. All looks good under there. Just have a quick look underneath. Not that I'm doubting anything, but just wanted to check the brakes that we did. Yeah, we've got no leaks there. All looking good. See a nice bit of rust coming on that wheel arch there, look. As we say, the back end hasn't been done, as we know. And let me just show you the other door. Inside that door is really bad, to be honest. It really needs cutting out, as the front one was done, which we will eventually get the back end done. But yeah, there's bits of rust. I mean, we're fairly solid here where it counts. I've seen well worse there. The thing is, when the window comes out, I know inside the parcel shelf is bad. And then we've got bits coming here. So later on this year, I'll have to temporarily hold this off, sand it down, and have a look what we've got. That's it then. Everything seems okay at the minute. She'll give it a wash later or tomorrow, as you can see. Filthy where it'd been sat in the garage. Covered in dust. And hopefully get this boot sorted soon. Painter started on it, but still hasn't done it. Got to get that off this year. But yeah, there we go. So the plan is obviously now I shall keep her outside for a good few months. I'll end up going back on the front there where the Kia is at the minute, and we'll go out in the Ibiza now, which is absolutely minging, and get some petrol and some diesel. Right, temporarily swapped over to the Seat. Amazing how light the clutch is in this compared to the Allegro. We'll get some fuel. Straight out of an old car into, oh well, this isn't even new, but a modern car. It's crazy how power steering and, you know, brakes that work feel strange as soon as you get straight in. Yeah. And how much acceleration you've got. Just say on the Seat, by the way, as we're doing updates on everything, the engine check light came on Wednesday. Car's running absolutely exactly the same as it was, still doing 55 plus to the gallon, not even bogging down, so could be a dodgy sensor on something. I've got a guy popping out to plug it in a code reader one day next week, see what it is. But yeah, there you go. 11.33 litres of super unleaded, £18.68, 164.9 a litre. So yeah, expensive game running on premium, but I don't want to put E10 in the Allegro. On short trips, I think think when I go to Enfield or Gaydon or something, I'll risk the Allegro on E10 so it just uses it, and you know, it's not sat in the pipes and in the carburettor. But for short trips and for keeping a can full, E5 is the way forward for me anyway. And I filled 2 cans because I need some for my lawnmower for this year. So yeah, expensive game. I think close on 60 quid worth of diesel there. That's filled this up now, so I don't know what range it'll say we've got. It just defaults at 485 miles to the tank until you get using it. But yeah, I mean, there's near enough my full month's worth of fuel for work, so not too bad. Right, back home. I'll wrap this up now and catch you on the next one. Might be trains. Behave. See you later.